Hello and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house and not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit. Hey DJ Ray, thank you so much for all of the love tonight. Hello Derek, welcome in. It is so nice to see you. Hello Ken Leo, it is so great seeing you all here, showing up this evening, ready to dive into some winning wagers. I am so excited. Hey Spencer. Oh my gosh. Hey everyone. It is so nice seeing you. Wow. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday evenings with me. And we have a lot of winning to do, a lot of lines. There's been some weird movements and I have some early plays. So let's dive right on in. First play, I listed this as my early play in my morning report email. This was a Syracuse over. I really like this. Started already at 7 o'clock, so I hope you get my free daily emails. For those of you who are new here, you could sign up for my daily emails just by clicking on the Stay in Touch button at arielcalista.com. They go up every single day. Now, I really like the over here. This Syracuse total opened up at 143.5, went all the way up to 146.5. I hope you lock that in. Let's move on to the next game because we have another 7 o'clock game that I'm looking, two more actually. Hey Super James, so nice seeing you. Thanks for stopping in from Rumble. All right. Next, I am looking at South Florida versus Temple. This is another 7 o'clock game. This is one of those games where I think the line is a little mispriced here. Temple opened up at -2.5. They moved all the way out to, all the way backwards. Like normally I would be looking at this line and staying away from it, but this looks, something's weird. Something really weird is going on here. Tonight with a lot of these lines. Personally, I'm not betting a lot today. Either these lines are really tight and there's just not a lot of significant action going on, but this is one of those spots where the line is going in the wrong direction, but I kind of like Temple here. I mean, even though the line is going in the wrong direction, normally this is not my strategy. I understand that. You hear me always say play with the house, but right now, like according to my AI model, it's saying Temple should be sitting around -3.5 right now, but instead they opened up at -2.5 and the line reversed. It went to +1.5. So this is weird. You know, do with this play what you want, but this is just a little bit of a lean for me right now. And just remember, you don't have to play all of the games. This is one of those evenings where I really want to drive that message home, because that's important. I'm not playing all the games this evening. There's some that are just a little weird right now, but I still think Temple should be -3.5, even though this line is going in the wrong direction, and that's exactly what it's doing. But you know, I like Temple right now. I like them at +1.5. All right, you could grab the Temple money line at -115. All right, I think that, you know, and just remember, this is a little bit of a sprinkle here, because this is not, this is one of those nights where a lot of these plays aren't exactly meeting my parameters, so take with that what you will. And next 7 o'clock game, this already started, so let me cover this real quick. Kansas State versus UCF. Right now, I'm looking at Kansas State spread, how this moved from, I mean, this is another spot where it moved in the wrong direction from +3.5 to +4.5. But me personally, my AI model is showing us as like another little bit of a mispriced spot. I think this should be sitting at +1.5 for Kansas State. You don't have to catch all of these plays. Remember, guys, like this is not my strategy that I normally stick to here. Tonight is a very, very off night, and seriously, like just a little sprinkle. You don't have to play every game, and honestly, like I'm keeping my bets very slim tonight. Not playing a lot, and a lot of these, like these that I just mentioned here, how these lines are moving, how I think they're mispriced, these are leans because Vegas is not acting in a way that I expect them to act, or in a way my AI model expects them to act. But what advantage does a sports book have compared to me? Well, that's obvious. They have all of the advantages. I mean, their processing power is way higher. You know, they're scraping data literally like directly off of floor, like, so when it comes to what advantages they have, like, you know, I always do. That's why I always say play with the house. So these are leans, you know, a little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there if you want. But these are just things that are looking a little mispriced right now. All right, well, now I think it's time to sit back and relax, because that was just like bam, bam, bam. Here are all my 7 p.m. games, and they're all already happening. It's 7:10 now. I think we could sit back, relax, and get our minds right to win some wagers. Okay. So tonight I'm doing something a little different. I'm smoking lemon haze, so this is one of my favorite strains. You know, it's very uplifting. It's sativa dominant, so typically strains, you know, if they do smell a little more lemony, you know, have that citrusy, like, really scent to them, that's the terpenes that are giving them that scent. So, you know, that's they're usually going to be typically more sativa leaning. You must be a little high. Now, I'm a little nervous to do this on air because I'm going to get so high using this Gravitron bong, but let's just go for it. I have a video on this later, so we are going to be rolling into the 2-minute drill right after this, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh yes, please hit the like button. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends if you haven't already, and also subscribe to my profile. Like, we are so close to hitting 100 subscribers on YouTube. I really hope we get there soon, so thanks for joining me every night, and thank you everyone for subscribing and helping support my content creation and winning together, building our little smoking cannabis and wagering community. I love it. Alright, so let's I don't really know. I'm gonna have to like show you how this works. I could do this like right over here. So make sure to sit back, get your cannabis ready, guys. Because alright, so you can see it here, right? Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna light it and could see it like filling up with smoke. Okay. Now I have to move this. I'm gonna move it right over here. And now okay. this was a little hard to do. Not like fully sitting down and prepared for this. It's definitely a really nice way to get a quick hit. I'll show you a little bit better. I'll show you a little bit better in a video coming up really soon on the proper way to use this, but this is my new favorite way to consume cannabis. I'm glad you're liking this new segment of the show. Alright, time for the 2-minute drill. Let's get started. Let's talk about virtual sportsbook hosts, one of the slickest tricks in the book. They aren't just there to roll out the red carpet, they're there to keep you betting. And if you're wagering enough, the sportsbook isn't just happy to take your money. They want to make sure that you keep giving your money to them. So, you might be wondering, how do you get a host's attention? And what exactly triggers this VIP treatment? First up, big bets. If you're regularly dropping $5,000 to $10,000 or more per game, you are on their radar. Next, big deposits. Dropping $10,000 or more in a short window, especially after a losing streak, now that's the sportsbook's dream customer. And then there's heavy betting volume. You don't even have to bet huge. If you're putting down $50,000 to $100,000 a month, or even $500,000 a year, expect a call from a host. And it's not just about money, it's about how often you bet. Hundreds of plays per month, especially in parlays, live betting, or exotic wagers, get you noticed really fast. But here's the real kicker on how to get noticed by a host. Lose more than you win. High action matters, but sportsbooks love players who consistently lose. And that's when the host swoops on in. So, what happens next? And the perks start rolling in. For example, they might match your deposits, telling you something like, we'll give you 10% back on your losses, which sounds great, right? But that is just bait to make you chase. And then there's the free bets and the bonuses, but they come with playthrough requirements that lock your money into their system. And of course, there's the VIP treatment. These are the comps, game day tickets, the luxury suites, the private events, the airfare included, all of these. Anything to make sure that you feel like you're a high roller. And when you're rolling your bankroll straight into your pockets, you'll still feel like a high roller. And if you're a losing player, they'll raise your betting limits. And if you're winning, they'll cut them. Or worse, they'll just ban you altogether. So here is the deal. The sportsbooks don't reward winners. They reward action. And if you're profitable in the long term, the gifts will disappear. That's why smart bettors do not get blinded by the VIP treatment. The host is not your friend. They are a sales representative for the sportsbook, and their job is just to keep you playing. So stay sharp, stay disciplined, and never let their gifts cloud your judgment. I hope you guys enjoyed that 2-minute drill. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or ask them right now. I am glad you like that. Hey, Super Bro, welcome in. All right. So now that we just covered 3 real quick games, we have some more games to cover here. We are going to be staying for the meantime, we are going to be staying in college basketball. So this is one of my favorite plays right now. I can't wait to talk about it. SMU is facing off against California at 11 p.m. Eastern tonight. Now, I really like how this SMU spread went from -2.5 to -3.5. There is some really, really sharp money on SMU right now, and I expect this line to push out even further. So I like it. I like where it's sitting at. It probably will push out even further. Who knows? Well, thank you. I appreciate you thinking I'd be a killer book host. But in the same, but I'm just a gambler, and I'm also a winning gambler. So a lot of those, the push notifications, the boosts, the rewards and all of that stuff. A lot of sports books get really, really quiet when they see you winning. They don't like to give you anything for free then. Seriously. Now, all right, so I hope you like that one. And SMU, I'm feeling really confident about this being a -3.5. I expect this to push out even further. If you're going to ladder anywhere tonight, for my action players, action players only, if you're going to ladder anywhere tonight, I would say, maybe you want to just stay in a small, short little step stool here, small ladder. But I wouldn't go crazy. Seriously, these numbers are tight tonight. Things just aren't moving. There have been a lot of spots where the money is moving against the books, and things are just looking a little iffy. That's all. It is a crazy night. Things are not normal. I mean, honestly, even doing the shows on Wednesday night, sometimes it's like, I just don't really even like this slate, and that's how I feel about pretty much all of these games tonight. So I like SMU. When I say it's my favorite, it is my favorite. I just don't really like the slate tonight. That's it. I really don't. So remember, you don't have to bet on all of these. A lot of these are really weird, so just be very cautious as you're putting your hard-earned money down on these wagers. Be cautious. Things are acting weird tonight. They're acting a little crazy. All right, let's talk about Utah State versus Boise State. This is at 10:30 p.m. This is also another late game. The SMU game was late as well. That's at 11 p.m. So there's still time for these lines to develop, fall apart potentially. I don't think they're going to, though. I feel really confident the SMU one's going to keep pushing out. Yeah, I get it. All right. Plus 105. That's a nice little step stool right there. Plus 105, little plus money play. Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't go beyond -5.5 here. Maybe. I mean, maybe -6.5 if you really want to push it, but just a little ladder. But yeah, all right, let's talk about Utah State. Utah State Aggies versus Boise State Broncos. This is a late game, so keep your eye on this. But I am liking how Boise State, the spread opened up at -3.5. Then this was also similar to SMU, another point move in the right direction for Boise State. And there is some pretty consistent level 3 money on Boise State right now. So the money is there. This is finally, finally a line and the money doing something that we kind of expect. Same with SMU. So I like to see these. I like to see these lines move, but SMU is definitely my favorite spread right now. Boise State, still another good move with level 3 money powering it. So moving in the right direction. And these are late games, so you have time to you know, watch, you know, keep your eyes peeled, make sure nothing like dramatic changes, and you know, just kind of watch and wait and see what happens. But those two I feel pretty solid about. All right. So I did want to go into the cannabis segment. I have another play in college basketball and one in the NBA after this, but I made a video. So this was me doing the Gravitron earlier, and this is a little bit better than me trying to show you live on here. That didn't really work out too well. Well, anyways, enjoy.
Hello there. Today I am here with my new Gravitron Gravity Bong. I am so excited to show you how this works. This is my first time testing out this product, and these are the 3 components. So let's get started with filling this up with some water halfway. Okay, I filled this up about halfway, and now I'm just going to put these components together. Perfect. See, not too much water. Just filled it up halfway. Gonna add some flour to it. First time doing this, by the way. Okay, so now to get these nice milky hits, you just light it. And I'm starting to lift this up while I'm lighting this. Look at how it's filling up. Whoa. Okay, so I'm not bringing this out of the water, but look how much this is filled up. Whoa, that is really strong. Don't do that. You'll end up sucking up some water. Whoa, that was an intense one. Powerful hit, 10 out of 10. I really like this product. It is completely different than other bongs. And it just enhances the smoking experience by providing you a richer, fuller hit than you would normally take. So I really like it. This is for professional stoners because it is strong, and if you're a new smoker, this might just knock you out. But I will be carrying it in my store, arielcalista.com. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you want one.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. And so they are not in my store yet at this very moment, but right now, like everywhere, I've been looking all over online. Like these retail for $79.99, and I was just gonna offer them to you guys for $57. Like this whole it's called a medium gravity bong, and very good. High quality, thick material. Like I've read reviews all over online that people just they have them for years and years. You know, a lot of people they use their bongs for like literally 10 years, like unless they break or something, which of course will happen like every bong eventually. That's just one of the things about only glass. But I'm glad you liked the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, twice the Ari, twice the fun. Yeah, I'll send you the invoice. Of course, if you're interested in this product, you know, feel free to just reach out to me through email. You don't even have to reach out to me now, but you can reach out to me on arielcalista.com in the contact box, send me an email, social media. You know, there's so many ways You know, my DMs are always open. I'm always checking them. And let me know if this is something that you're interested in. I'd be happy to ship it to you. It's a great product. I highly recommend it myself. I highly recommend it. So I hope everyone has one in their homes, and it's really affordable too. At like only $57. This is a deal that you're not going to find online or in a smoke shop. They're probably going to charge you at least like $100 for it. So it really hits so good. It hits just like that. Like, as someone who consumes a lot of cannabis, like, I'm not gonna lie, I consume probably more cannabis than, you know, like most people who even like call themselves stoners out there, because, you know, this is what I do. This is my business. But like I'm really in the business of it. Like I want to immerse myself and learn everything I can about cannabis. This brought me back to like that first time getting high. that first real hit that you had. Like I'm sure everyone has this moment, you know, you remember like the first time you had like a really good, you know, hit of cannabis, and it just takes you to a whole nother level. That was that hit today. It brought me back, so it was a lot of fun. Oh yes, you know it. DJ Ray, the cannabis queen right here. Oh, oh no, who hasn't tried cannabis around here? Gonna have you know, like do the whole Rocky Horror Picture Show, like giant V thing. Hey David, how are you? All right, let's go over some games. But just remember, if you're interested in those products, I'm selling them, so hit me up. Not on my website right now, but like hit me up personally. You won't find these prices anywhere else. This is the real deal. It's great product. And yeah, I think everyone should be able to experience all the wonders of cannabis for great prices, right? Now, let's dive right back into college basketball. Oh yeah. Yeah. You know it's good when like a cannabis hit literally makes you nostalgic for like the first time you ever smoked cannabis. The card is, I mean, I gotta admit, the slate sucks. Like it's really not good. Things are definitely a little weird. Should I try this? Should I try this again, guys? Like, see if I could get this to work. Maybe if I put my chat box over here. Okay. I know this is a little weird, but it's like a mirror screen, so I'm just kind of having to reconfigure things in my head. And I do want to apologize to everyone because I won't be able to see your comments for like one hot second. It's like, did I lose my lighter? I don't think so. Okay, so now I think you'll be able to see this. Alright, you can all see that, right? Alright, so I'll get over here. I'll light this up, and now you'll really see how this works. And see how all the smoke is still like coming in. And then I'll take this out. And that's how you enjoy it, just like that. Oh, that is such a robust hit. I'm not gonna lie. I've done this a few times already today, but I think that was my first successful one doing it on here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna move my chat back over here so I can see everything coming in. Well, you could bet. I know one bet you can make tonight, and that's that the gravity bong really works. It really, really works. And the flavor of the hit, like the terpenes, it's different. It's wonderful. All right. Next, I'm looking at George Washington versus Loyola Chicago. This is an 8 o'clock p.m. game, so in just 30 minutes from now, I'm looking at this. You know, I'm kind of liking, just remember guys, this is a lean. Over, well, yeah, no, over Candy Cane High. Okay, now back to this game. I'm really kind of leaning towards this Loyola Chicago spread, but I don't have super strong feelings about it right now. This is one of those, it's moving in the right direction, but there was a little buyback earlier. I watched this go from -3.5 to -4.5. This just kept moving in the right direction, like, you know, things were starting to look good. It even moved to -5, and then it moved back to -4.5, which makes me think that this is a little tight, like, not really a spot I would really want to ladder here, and a bit more of a lean for me at this moment. And not a lot of strong money here either, so, you know, this could just be a little bit of Vegas making an adjustment when they haven't really made any strong adjustments in a lot of games today in general. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't know. Just a little bit more of a lean, sitting at -4.5. Like, it still moves a whole point in the right direction. So Loyola Chicago is moving in the right direction. Just keeping in mind, like, there was a little bit of buyback earlier, and it's still a lean pile for me. It does start in 30 minutes. So let's see, like, this might even move to -5. I would like to see it kind of move back to where it was earlier, but we'll see. That could happen, that could not happen. Now, moving on to the NBA. All of these lines are super tight tonight. Like, hardly anything has moved at all on both totals and sides. It's just, Vegas is not taking a stand. They really have dialed in these numbers. They're holding firm on a lot of these lines. Oh man, this one is at 7:10, and I just realized it's already at 7:36, but maybe you could still like grab this. This is the under in the Toronto Raptors Pacers game. Sorry guys, I got the timing a little bit wrong on that. Okay, well, I mean, let me know what the current total is. This was one of those spots that, like, it was still like such a lean anyways, because Vegas is just moving against the money. There was heavy money on this total here all day. Very consistent, strong money, a lot of action happening. Vegas was lowering this. This opened up at 238.5. This went to 234 against all the money, then 233, then 232. This was a big Vegas move against a lot of money, and, you know, it's also like one of those weird spots. Like I said, there's a lot of spots tonight where Vegas and the money aren't in agreement with each other, which is kind of normally why I would back off of these games, but otherwise there's just not that much action on the board. So it's sitting at 228.5. Okay, that moved down even further from 232.5. That is a pretty big move, and I I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it's still looking kind of it sounds like an Indian number. Oh no. What does that mean? You mean from like a different kind of sports book? Hard Rock. Okay. Interesting. Let me look at where it's at right now in some spots. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. All right. So it does seem like Vegas is continuously moving this line under. I think this is going to go under. But I don't know. Live betting it's really hard to gauge, especially when you're competing against the sports book. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people are going to be betting over here, I think, especially live betting, because it's such a low number and they just keep moving it lower and lower against all of the money. Let's look at this. This really might be one of those spots where Vegas is just taking a pretty big stand against all of the money, just begging people to play the over. There's just so much. Yeah. I know, I'm comparing all of these numbers across different books. Well, I would say this is one of those spots, like if you want to play the under tonight, just do a little bit of a play. I wouldn't bet too much on this, but that's kind of how I feel across the board tonight with all of these games. So just be careful tonight. That's the best advice I could say. Like, as a professional sports handicapper, the key to keeping your ROI high is by simply, really not betting everything, and when things just aren't really fitting your metrics, as like these games are looking a little weird tonight. Just be a little more conservative with your bets. And, then when things really do fit your strategy, those are the times when, like we've seen, like this past week, and like laddering things out and things covering and getting huge plus money plays, but not every night is going to be one of those nights. What? Sorry, these comments are coming in a little bit slow. I have a lot to say. I'm very opinionated about some of the casinos in Vegas. Yeah, there's a lot of just casinos and places that are like new and freshly renovated in Vegas, like hotel chains that are just like ghost towns, like completely empty, and they're nice too. Everything is brand new, and it's is weird. Like, it is weird. Vegas is definitely changing, but then there's also like unexpected spots where you're like, you know, how busy is this place gonna be? Like, this one place I never even heard about, and then it's like crawling with people. So Vegas is definitely a weird town. That's for sure. A numbers graphic floating out like in the background here. Like all the calculations just like going past my head. That would be cool. Well, I'll think about incorporating some graphics like that. I'll see how I can do that. I know I could do some stuff with the green screen here, like with my camera, but I just haven't really gotten into that yet. But if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. I still have all my Valentine's Day decor, but we're gonna be moving into St. Patrick's Day soon. Well, those were all of my plays for tonight. I know it's not like a ton of plays, not a lot of things that I super love, but that's just sometimes the way it is. And tonight is one of those nights. My favorite play is SMU right now, sitting at -3.5. I also like Boise State. All the 7 o'clock games, those were just really leans and kind of weird what was going on there. A little bit of a lean towards Loyola Chicago. That's happening in 15 minutes, but still just a lean. Like, you know, I'm not really crazy about it. But it still did move. It's still a little bit of a lean. Yeah, and that total, that is crazy, just seeing that Raptors total under, so, I would say to all of you, like, you know, if you want to do a little sprinkle on the under while it's live right now, you know, just do a little sprinkle, don't go crazy here, but this is a spot where everyone's playing the over, and Vegas is loving it. They're taking everyone's money. They think they're gonna make out big here. All right, so those were all of my plays for tonight. Just remember, like, hit me up if you would like to get the Gravitron Bong. The Gravity Bong is such a nice, smooth hit. Literally 10 out of 10, and also it's kind of really great for like professional smokers who are, you know, like used to having pre-rolls or smoking a bong or whatever and just want to like something different, want a new experience, want to go back to like the first time that they smoked cannabis. That's what this Gravity Bong feels like. So I hope you all get to experience it. Yeah, send a message to my email, and of course, if you have any other things that you would like me to analyze, any questions about how I make my plays, make sure to send me an email, or, you know, tell your friends and family also about my free daily newsletter, which goes out every day. It's a great newsletter. I have heard from so many of you that you're winning all of these plays and you're doing really, you know, really well watching now. Like, if these lines are holding together or falling apart, and you're creating your own systems and you're reading the daily emails, and you started taking notes and, you know, tracking all of your bets and creating a spreadsheet and understanding your patterns. Like, I love to see this feedback with all of you, and if you have any more feedback or things that you would like to learn, please write me, reach out to me. Seriously, let me know, because I'm putting together a sports wagering course, and I'm so excited for all of you to be a part of it. It is so in-depth. Of course, it covers a lot of the concepts in here, but it goes even more in-depth. This is like a multi-week. It's looking like it's going to be at least like 12 modules right now, 12 module course on sports betting, and really in depth with homework and assignments, building your own AI models, all of that. So I can't wait to dive into that with you guys. So anything that you have questions on, feel free just to reach out to me. I always answer all my emails. My DMs are always open. Social media, it's really easy to get a hold of me. And of course, you could always get a hold of me at arielcalista.com. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to the show today. Please give it a thumbs up on your way out, and I will see you all back here Saturday morning, bright and early, 11 a.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for all of the hearts. I love seeing the emotes. Thank you, everyone, here for joining me, and I can't wait to see you real soon. Good luck tonight on all of your wagers. Bye!